And just to let you guys know, like this part that just played, this says Wabasoma Ofie Kramampo Homeo. Pretty much means you just come too much like you so bougie, even the dog at the house cannot even recognize you. That's deep though.
Okay.
I mean, how can you be so bougie the dog at your own house
cannot recognize you?
I know.
Got it.
It's crazy, Chef Diva.
Yes.
I mean, are you that bougie your dog cannot even recognize you when you get home?
The dog can't recognize me.
Oh, so you're not over bougie yet?
You're not bougie yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay. Because apparently some people in this song have been over bougie, their dogs are not even recognizing. But anyway, it's all fun. It's all fun to be back in the studio with the Saturday Shade, and let's keep it rolling, keep it rolling. So, Booba,
yes,
what do you have for us for health facts?
So, for health facts today, I got one for you about obesity. Did you know that over a third of adults and over 12.5 million children and teens in the United States are obese?
Really?
And in the last 30 years, obesity in children and teens has nearly tripled.
Wow.
So we all know people like Michelle Obama have been really interested in the whole child obesity thing. And she's had that as one of her campaigns during her time in the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Michelle is the plug. She is the bomb.
Yes,
she is the bomb.
Yeah, I love
But I
Michelle.
also think the obesity depends on what state you're in. Because that doesn't count for the kids in California.
Yeah.
Because the kids in California, they actually have to have 2 hours of exercising every day.
Wow.
And that's a part of their grade. It has to be recorded.
Every
so
day
the
in
parents
school.
have to, when they get home from school, it's part of their homework. So other than gym, they still have to come home and have 2 hours of rec time.
How do they regulate it if your parents are not going to care enough to put
I'm
you
pretty
out
sure
to
everybody doesn't make their kids do it.
Yes.
But California is a very health conscious state.
It
Yes,
is.
it is.
Shout out to my
most
home
likely,
state.
Yeah.
Cali.
So most likely their parents do enforce it because they're not obese.
Yeah.
You know, they want their kids to be healthy and good looking. And when you're in a state like that, and most people are good looking people, they're going to want their kids to remain the same way, especially if the parents look good. But if you have sloppy parents that don't care about their appearance, they're not going to care about your appearance.
I definitely
not.
think that it's easier for a state like California to have their kids
Because of the
exercise.
weather.
Because of not just the weather, but there is space. There is parks everywhere you
Yeah.
look. Compared to a kid who is in New York City,
Oh,
it's going to be
That's not true
complicated because
I'm from Philly, and we're just a mini New York. There's plenty of parks and everything everywhere. It's the weather that beats out because we get 4 seasons. The winter is always long, so nobody wants to go outside after school because they're freezing.
Yeah.
But you can also do it in home.
Yeah.
But also look at it. In terms of like the apartments, you see like how New York apartments, you don't have like a compound. Like I know in Texas, you have an apartment, you have a pool, most apartments have space for kids to play.
Yeah.
Some parents come back from work and they're like, I'm too tired to take this kid to the park. So if there's no place for you right outside the apartment to play, you better
can't
play
go
in the house.
nowhere. Yeah. Absolutely. But most apartment complexes, even in New York, Philly, DC, everything, there's always a small ground where it's a common ground where people can play. Now, it might be nothing for you to play with, but there are outside. Now, see, when I was growing up, we used to love being outside. Now you don't see kids outside at all.
No.
Everyone
because
has
of
an
all
iPad,
this technology.
an
I'm going to
iPod.
be 30 next year.
Yes.
I used to cry when I couldn't go outside.
Do you support that? Do you
I don't.
support, like, at what age would you buy your child an iPad? Because they be going to school.
Maybe 15 or 16, 14,
I know, right?
15, 16. Because when you get to high school, then you may need it. I don't feel like they need it at elementary school.
They're going to feel like they're being left out. And then, because I was talking about this, my sister bought her 2-year-old and 3-year-old iPads.
What? Yeah, but see, first of all,
did.
With us adults that can't even get iPads because we have car notes and house bills, mortgages and things like that.
People do get iPads and they add them to their bill.
And the thing is that buying a 2-year-old and a 3-year-old an iPad, I have nothing against your sister. She is separating them from society early. Yes. So when they get to kindergarten, they're not going to know how to share. Yes. They're not going to know how to talk to the other kids, nor the teacher.
So I asked her, like, why would you buy these kids an iPad so early? Yeah. And, you know, sometimes when you ask multiple parents, they tell you sometimes it keeps them busy. Sometimes when they're shopping at the shopping mall, it keeps them busy. Or when they're being naughty, you should just, like, sit there and just have this iPad, or it helps them.
See, that's lazy. Learn. See those, and I'm not calling nobody young parents lazy, but when you don't have the grandmothers helping with the discipline, or staying on, because you know how they say it takes a village to raise a child. Yes. If you don't have that village, then it gets frustrating every day because everybody needs a break. You can't have your kids 24/7. Yeah. You know, no, I specifically don't have children, but I have nieces and nephews, I have siblings, I have godchildren. I'm the first granddaughter. Yeah. So a lot of kids are behind me. Nobody can be with their kids 24/7. You will go crazy.
How about some parents say that?
But sticking an iPad in front of them is not helping the problem. It's actually hurting the problem, because when they get frustrated, they don't know how to tell you that they're frustrated or why they're frustrated. So they'll just constantly act out. Yeah. You know?
Well, how about the idea, sometimes when parents look at their kids and maybe look at other kids, because it's your child. Yeah. And maybe they could say, Mommy, I want an iPad. Yeah. And you want the best for your child. Yes.
And you're but that's not always the best is material. Yeah. You know? So people may be listening to this and be like, well, how can she say anything because she don't got no kids? You don't have to birth the child to know how to raise them, because before you had your baby, you didn't know what to do neither. Yeah. So you can't say that about me because I'm a woman. Okay. I raised my brothers. My mother was at work at all times. So I was making bottles, feeding, changing, putting them to sleep, making dinner and everything. Yeah. So you can't sit there and say, oh, because a person doesn't have a child, they don't know what to do. Now, it's a different type of love with your children. So I can't tell nobody what to do with their children because that's their business. But think about how we were raised. Compared to the newer children, and everybody my age are calling the younger generation crazy, but your kids are a part of that generation. That's true. So you're contributing to them being crazy because they're crazy because they have this technology. Yes. So in order for them to be normal, they need to be outside. They need to scrape their knees. They need to hit their head on the concrete and come in bleeding. And you put some alcohol on it. And when people tell your kids and tell you that your kids are acting up and you not getting mad swearing your kids don't do shit. Yeah. Are we allowed to curse on here?
Doing is the start of the shade.
Okay, you know, your kids don't do shit. When you know everybody's kids are bad, you know that when you get away from your parents, you act out. Because that's the only time you can do it.
There's a free time.
There is free time.
Without no restrictions.
We all know when we got away from mom, dad, grandparents, whatever.
It's about to be lit.
Yes, and we turned a fool. Yes. Now, you had the nosy neighbors back in the day that we hated.
We still have a lot of them.
You call your mom, oh, such and such is doing it. Then you're going to get your ass whooped when you got home.
You know, some of this, they made an InnoTab. It's kind of like a kid's version of the iPad. Okay. And sometimes I know some of this.
Now, see, that's different.
iPad
if it's a learning tool.
I mean, even if you have an iPad, they're probably going to play with the apps that are probably learning tools.
Right.
However, I do know that some of these iPads have sleep time. Like, it can only work for about an hour. Okay. So your kid can play with it for an hour and then it shuts off. Would you still buy your kid an iPad?
No, because they have. I'm not spending money on an iPad for a 2-year and 2 and 3-year-old.
Okay,
it's like $300-$400.
It's about $100.
You have that's a tablet. iPads are still well into $300-$500.
Yeah.
No, but the thing is, the InnoTab, basically, if you buy your
that's
kid,
different. Now, see, like my 5-year-old brother, yes, I'm gonna be 30, and I have a 5-year-old brother, Lord, with a T, but he has an Android tablet, a little one, but it's a kid's tablet.
Yes.
So the only thing that could be on the kids' tablet is ABCs and learning and things like that.
Yeah, I was talking about it in that sense.
Okay.
So like even if they have an iPad or a kid's InnoTab, it's not really about what price,
I still think
but
2
really
or 3
about what they're using it for.
is too early. Especially if you're not potty trained or anything like that.
You're not potty trained, but you can turn the iPad on.
Turn the app on and off. That doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
That's
Got
true.
it.
I mean, yeah, but thank you so much for that health fact, Booba, because like growing up, like you said, I want to go out so bad sometimes, and I can't even get a chance to go out because
we
mama's like,
obese because we were outside.
I know, but yeah, I mean, but this generation, I mean, I'm not that old, but like I'm saying, like you can't.
Yeah.
You can't go out. It's just difficult to
and
just say you want to go out.
Different.
Yeah, it is.
We used to get home cooked meals every day.
Yeah.
There was no McDonald's and Burger King and things like that.
I got food at home.
You got
it was
special. Ain't that what she was saying?
Exactly.
It's food at home. So that's what you're going to eat.
Exactly.
And we had to. And
McDonald's
if you
was
didn't eat what was on
out
the
once
table,
in a while.
Your ass was hungry.
Yeah.
It wasn't, what do you want for dinner?
I wish I could.
I wish I could have said what I wanted for dinner.
I wish I could.
I wish I had a choice because I did have a choice.
People ask that, what do you want for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, people do ask their children.
In
what
my
do
mama's
you
house,
eat?
she gonna eat what she got. If you're not gonna eat, you're gonna be hungry going to
Or you're
bed.
gonna be hungry in the bed because you're not gonna eat no cereal or nothing to stop eating this meal.
Exactly.
Yes.
So shout out to all mothers trying to keep their kids up with healthy food. But
Shout
that's
out
like,
to all the 80s mothers.
I know.
Okay, that
80s,
was born back
90s,
in
like
50s,
I
60s,
think
70s,
I think
where the switch was still the fear because I mean the way they be talking to their parents and everything.
Trust me, because I think our generation, which pretty much ended like in the 90s. I'm not putting my age out, no, but the 90s. I think everything that ended in the 90s. I mean, we actually have this feel of like respect. Yeah. But anything after the 90s,
everything
they acting up a goddamn fool.
I have cousins that are teenagers.
With kids?
No.
Oh, not yet.
They don't have kids yet, but they just. I don't care for them. I love them to death, but they don't know how to talk to you.
I can do
all
that.
All they do is sit on their cell phones all day.
I can do that.
You know,
I know.
They don't even like when my grandparents are talking. I'll be ready to bust some ass because you know
trying to call on Jesus to help you before you.
Because
I know.
You know, they don't understand the
really
wisdom that's sitting on that chair.
They
You know what
really
I'm saying?
don't. They don't.
Disrespectful.
There are articles today that talk about parents are afraid of their children.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a phone. My mom actually got me a phone when I think I was like 13.
Earlier.
Yeah, there were not so many
mine till I was
kids.
16.
Okay.
And I had to be working. I had a job at Foot Locker, and she said you're gonna get this prepaid phone.
So when you run out of your
minutes on there, you're gonna put them on there.
Yeah.
So at my age, of course, there's barely children that have phones.
Yeah, I got my
but
first
even
one at
then,
16.
I would never sit and text while my mom was talking to me. I used to use that phone.
How old are you?
Right now, I'm 25.
Ooh, you put your government age out.
Texting 13 years ago.
Ooh, you put your government age out.
We had to. Even if she gave me the luxury, I had respect for her.
Yeah,
like,
because you know you could lose it like right away.
You could lose that phone in 5 seconds.
But I'm just saying, nobody was texting 13 years ago like that.
Yeah.
No.
First of all, no, because
Right
see,
now-
when I was in the 12th grade.
Yeah.
So let me see. I've been out of school for 11 years. Praise the Lord.
Oh,
11
hallelujah.
years
Y'all
I've been
put
out of
your
high
information
school.
out.
So, I ain't scared to. I love my age because I think
too.
this is a
But I'm
beautiful
19.
age
I'm
to
19 and still
to
looking
be
good.
Almost 29 years old, and
It is, and she look good, y'all.
Yeah.
She look good.
Thank you.
You do,
So
but I'm
then-
19, so shout out to my 19 people.
Boy, be quiet.
I'm 19.
So then you have the what were we saying? The age. So when I was in the 12th grade, that's when I got the chirp. Remember when Nextel had the chirp?
Oh,
So
flip.
that was.
Did you get the flip phone?
Yeah, it was the flip. I had my little 760. I was hype. It was silver, you know. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I had the good one. It was like a 745.
Yeah, I
or
remember.
something.
I used to use a Nokia 3310. Like people that got a
Can
Nokia.
we stop deriving from the main topic, girl?
Well,
Go
I'm
on.
just saying, like, you know, the phone, but that was our texting was chirping.
Yes.
And it was $20. and it was $1 a day to chirp all day. So that literally was 20 days of chirping. I used to be like, don't call me, just chirp me, because you're going to make me lose my minutes.
Yes.
Because my mom ain't giving me the money. I got to use my little check that I'm getting for Foot Locker to pay for this. But this is how it was. Other than that, it was the house phone. If somebody liked you, they had to call the house. And you couldn't call the house after 8 o'clock. I'd be like, if my mom hang up the phone, don't say nothing. Or have